All right, everyone, and hello. And welcome back to another Monster Hunter 20th Anniversary Countdown. Up next, number 179, Lavasioth, aka Volganos, first appeared in Monster Hunter Frontier. Joining us here in Monster Hunter Freedom Unite, a pretty good full armor set. I mean, it looks good. Definitely looks good. I'm sure a lot of you are probably breathing a sigh of relief that we are not fighting him in World. I guess, I don't want to say the less said about World Lavasioth, the better. But they were trying to cook with him. I just don't know that they stuck the landing. I don't know that having a monster with like really, really bad hit zones and no effective way to counteract it other than, I guess, fire. I think the idea is that you were supposed to use like Uragan weapons on World Lavasioth. So you had like a lot of raw and just like a micro amount of fire. I don't really know. We are using the Plesioth Greatsword here. We're using the G version that had a lot of water on it. You'll see in a second. Good armor set though. Guts, crit draw, focus. It's pretty good. Pretty good Greatsword set right off the bat. Hit zones, as you can see, pretty bad raw here. Really good water. I mean, I guess relatively good water. I don't want to say really good water, but relatively good all around. I would take this. I would take this if these were his permanent hit zones in World. If they were not, they got a lot worse than that one. Funny monster. This is weird idle animation as he's like looking around for you. He can shoot a lot of fire rocks, I'd say, is his big thing. I think overall, kind of a better fight than Plesioth. I don't think Plesioth is a bad fight. As you saw in my recent video, I thought he was okay. But I think Lavasioth here has his jump up in the air and fish attack. Like slam you with his body. I always kind of like that attack. So weird. He does a lot of slithering as well if you're far away. He's got some really tricky slithers as well. He'll like slither away and then like go back to you. Kind of weird. Kind of a weird, creepy monster in general. Yeah, you can see here, you can kind of get... If you're at low stamina, there's really not much I could do here. I guess just barely dive, but maybe if I dove in the other direction, I wouldn't have gotten hit. Hard to say. Has a hip check, not nearly as scary as normal Plesioths. I don't know if you want to say, quote-unquote, they fixed the hit zone or not. It's not as bad. Not as scary. He doesn't spam it as much either. He's got a lot of other things that he'll do. Yeah, but the fun part was I already had this armor set made. Something like 14 years ago, I would have made this armor set because it's a good greatsword set. Crit draw and focus. I mean, you can't ask for much more than that on greatsword and Freedom Unite. I mean, razor sharp or sharpness +1, I guess. That was his little flop move that I like so much. I like it. It's neat. Interesting note is he has a very clear capture tell. He's got like a little bit of a shining luminance around his body. Kind of like a fiery sort of aura. And once that goes away, he's ready for capture. And it does feel like his capture threshold is especially low. Maybe 5%? 5 or 10%. It's not much. You can see here it's kind of worth sheathing just to get the crit draw. See, there it goes. Love monsters who have an enrage move or enrage animation that's just them like looking around all pissed off. Reminds you a little bit of Kezu. Fun fight overall though. Just good, clean fun. If this was the Lavasioth we had, I think people would have had a much different reaction. Least popular monster in Monster Hunter World until they gave him a deco quest. Heavy Lavasioth shell. Heavy scale that covers its body. Cooled lava adds to the armor. Heavy Lavasioth Fang. Heavy and specialized fang that's so big it barely looks like a Pisces. Special Lavasioth Fin. Top grade Lavasioth Fin. Forged in magma. It has an extremely sharp edge. Thick Lavasioth Scale. Thick Lavasioth Scale. Under the encrusted lava lies a golden treasure. And here's a little peek at Goruganosu. This is a frontier monster. Like golden Lavasioth. So maybe this was always in the works. He's golden under all that magma. Kind of neat. And you're a golden monster to me, Lavasioth. What's not golden? 178 Apex Diablos. Ew. Up next in Rise. Look forward to it if you can. Thank you so much for watching. I love you. Goodbye.